Hola, buenos dias.
Probably like, hey, wait, did I get to the Spanish one somehow?
um, choose the angel Coriolanus. So put your. My pages are all stuck together. Hearts that I seize. Alright. Put your ribbon on page 1007. We're going to end on 1006, but so. Are you ready?
See.
Olympia. This is poor tomb of yours, which by the interpretation of full time may show like all yourselves. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus, the god of soldiers, with the consent of supreme Jove inform thy thoughts with nobleness, that thou mayest prove to shame unvulnerable and sick eye the wars, like a great sea mark standing every flaw, and saving those that I thee. Olympia, your knees, Sir. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus, that's my brave boy, Volumpiana. Even he, your wife, this lady, and myself are suitors to you. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus, I beseech you, peace, or, if you'd ask, remember this before, the things I have forsworn, to grant my arvever be held by your denials. Do not bid me dismiss my soldiers, or copulate again with Rome's merchants. Tell me not, wherein I seem unnatural, desires not tally my rags and revengeance with your colder reasons. Olympia. Oh, no more, no more. You have said you will not grant us anything, for we have nothing else to ask. But that which you deny already, yet we will ask, that if you fall in our request, the blame may hang upon your hardness. Therefore hear us, Cactus Marcus Coriolanus, Adificius, and you, Vocis, mark for well, hear not from Rome in private your request. Olympia. Should we be silent and not speak our remnants and state of body, would bewray what life we have led since thy exile, thinking with ourselves how more unfortunate than all the living women, and we come hither since that sight which should make our eyes flow with joy, hearts dance with comforts, constrains them weep and shake with fear and sorrows, making the mother, wife, and child to see thy son, thy husband, and thy father, tearing his country bowels out, and to poor we, thine enemies, more capital. Thou bearest us our prayers to the gods, which is a comfort, that all but we enjoy, for how can we, alas, how can we for our country pray toward, whereto we are bound together with thy vice, whereto we are bound, alack, or we must lose the country, our dear nurse, or else thy person, our comfort in thy country. We must find an evident comity, though we had our wishes, which side should win, for either thou must as a foreign recreant be led, with meneless throughout our streets, or else triumphantly treads on my country's ruin, and bears the palms for having bravely shed the wife and children's blood for myself, son. I purpose not to wait on fortune till these wars determinate, if I cannot persuade thee, rather to show noble grace to both parts, than seek the end of one. Thou shalt no sooner march to assault thy country than to tread, trust to it thou shalt not, on thy mother's womb that brought thee to this world, Cordelia, I and mine, that brought you forth this boy, to keep your name living to time. Young Marcus, I shall not tread on me. I'll run away till I'm bigger, but then I'll fight. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus. Not of a woman's tenderness to be required no child nor woman's face to see. I have sat too long, rising. Olympia, nay, go not from us thus. If it were so that our request did tend to save the Romans, thereby to destroy the Volosces whom you serve, you might condemn us as poisonous of your honor. No, our suit is that you reconcile them, while the Volosces may say this mercy we have shown the Romans. This we received, and each in either side. Give thee all hail to thee and cry, be blessed for making up this peace, thou knowest, great son. The end of war is uncertain, but this certain, that if thou conquer Rome, the benefit which thou shalt thereby reap is such a name, whose repetition will be dogged with curses, whose chronicle thirst wit. The man was noble, but with his last attempt he wiped it out, destroying the country, and his name remains to the ensuing age abhorred. Speak to me, son, thou hast affection, thy fine straits of honor, to imitate the graces of the gods, to dare with thunder the wide cheeks o'er the air, and yet to charge thy sculpture with a bolt that should but rive on an oak. Who does not speak, thinkest thou is honorable for a noble man, still to tremble wrongs? Daughter, speak you, he cares not for your weeping. Speak, thou boy, perhaps thy childishness will move him more than our reasons. There's no man in the world more bound to mothers, yet here he lets me pirate, like one eye the stalks. Thou hast never in thy life showed thy dear mother any courtesy, when she, poor hand, found of no second abroad, has clucked thee to the wars and safety home. Laudison with honors, stay my request unjust, and spurn me back, but if it be not so, thou art not honest, and the God will plague thee, that thou restrainest from me thy duty which to a mother parts belong. He turns away. Down, ladies, let us shame him with our knees. To his surname, Coriolanus, longs more pride than pity to our prayers. Down and end, this is the last, so we go home to Rome and die among our neighbors. Nay, behold this boy that cannot tell what he would have, but needs and holds up hands for fellowship, does reason our petition with more strength than thou hast to deny. Come, let us go. This fellow has relation to his mother. His wife is in Cori, and this child, like him by chance, it gives us our dispatch. I am hush until our city be afire, and then I'll speak a little. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus, holding her by the hand, silent. Oh, mother, mother, what have you done? Behold, the heavens do ope. The gods look down, and this unnatural scene they laugh at. Oh, my mother, mother, oh, you have won a happy victory to Rome. But for your son, believe it, oh, believe it, most dangerously you have with him prevailed, if not most morsel to him. But let it come, Audifius, though I cannot make true wars. I'll frame covenant peace. Now, good officius, where you in my stead would you have heard a motherless or a grantless Audifius? Tilius Audifius, I was moved withal. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus, I dare be sworn you were, and sir, it is no little thing to make my eyes to swear compassion. But, good sir, what peace you'll make, advise me for my part. I'll not to Rome, I'll back with you and pray with you. Stand to me in this cause, O mother wife. Titius Adolphus aside, I am glad thou hast set thy mercy and thy honor at difference in thee. Out of that I'll work myself a former fortune. The ladies make sign to Coriolanus, Cactus Marcus Coriolanus to Volumpia, Virgilia, etc. I by and by, but we will drink together, and you shall bear a better witness back than worlds, which we, on like conditions, will have countersealed. Come, enter with us, ladies, you deserve to have a temple built you. All the swords of it in Italy and her confederate arms could not have made this peace. Excellent. Scene 4. Rome, a public place. Enters Menus with Sinuous. Menus Agrippa. See you yon Cogin, O the capital, yon cornerstone, Senias Valutius. Why, what of that? Menus Agrippa. If it be possible for you to displace it with your little finger, there is in some hope the ladies of Rome, especially his mother, prevailed with him, but I say there is no hope in it. Our throats are sentenced and stay upon execution. Sincinius Volutius. It's possible that so short a time can alter the conditions of a man. Menus Agrippa. There's a difference between a grub and a butterfly. Yet your butterfly was a grub. This Marcus is grown from man to dragon. He has wings, he has more than a creeping thing. Centenius Volutius. He loved his mother dearly. Menus Agrippa. So did he me. And he no more remembers his mother now than an 8-year-old horse. The tartness of his face sours ripened grapes. When he walks, he moves like an engine, and the ground shrinks before his treading. He is able to pierce a corset with his eyes, talk like a nail, and his hum is a battery. He sits in his state as a thing made for Alexander. What he bids, he done. Is finished with his bidding. He wants nothing of a god but eternity and a heaven to throne in. Sincinius Volutius. Yes, mercy, if you report him truly. Menus Agrippa. I paint him in the character. Mark what mercy his mother shall bring from him. There is no more mercy in him Then there is milk in a male tiger that shall our poor city find, and all this is long of you. Sincinius Volutius, the gods be good unto us. Manius Agrippa, no, in such a case the gods will not be good unto us. When we banish him, we respect not them, and he returning to break our necks, they respect not us. Enters a messenger. Messenger, sir, if you'd save your life, fly to your house. The plebeians have not your fellow tribune, and hail him up and down, all swearing. If the Roman ladies bring not comfort home, they'll give him death by inches. Another messenger, Sinuus Volutius, what's the news? Second messenger, good news, good news, the ladies have prevailed. The Volscians are dislodged, and Marcius gone. A merrier day did never yet great Rome. No, not the expulsion of the Tarquins. Sinuus Volutius, friend, art thou certain this is true? Is it most certain? Second messenger, as certain as I know the sun is fire. Where have you lurked that you make doubt of it? Never through an arch so hurled as blown tide, as the recomforted throughout the gates. Why hark you? Trumpets, hautboys, drums beat all together. The trumpets, sackbuts, upholsteries, and fifes. My pages stuck together again. Tabors and cymbals, and the shouting Romans make the sun dance. Hark you, a shout within. Manius Agrippa, this is good news. I will go meet the ladies. This Volumpia is worth of consuls, senators, patricians, a city full of tribunes such as you, a sea and landful. You have prayed well today, this morning, for 10,000 of your throats. I'll not have given a do it. Hark, how the joy sounds still with the shouts. Sincinius Volutius, first the gods bless you for tiding. Next, accept my thankfulness. Second messenger, sir, we have all great cause to give great thanks. Sincinius Volutius, they are near the city. Second messenger, almost at point to enter. Sincinius Volutius, we will meet them and help the joy. Excellent. Scene 5, the same. A street near the gate. Enters 2 senators with ladies passing over the stage with other lords. First senator, behold our patricians, the life of Rome. Call all your tribunes together, praise the gods, and mark triumph fires, strong flowers before them. Unshout the noise that banished Marcius. Repel him with the welcome of his mother, cries, welcome, ladies, welcome, all. Welcome, ladies, welcome. I flourish with drums and trumpets, excellent. Scene 6, Coriolanus, a public place. Enters Adolphus with attendants. Titus Adolphus, go tell the lords over the city I am near. Deliver them this paper, having read it. Bid them repair to the marketplace, where I, even in theirs, and in their common ears, will vouch the truth of it. Him I accuse the city ports has entered and intended appear before the people, hoping to purge himself with the words dispatched. Excellent attendants, just 3 or 4 conspirators of Adolphus' fractions. Most welcome. First conspirator. How is it with our general? Todius Adolphus. Even so, as with man by his own am, and poisoned, and with his charity slain. Second conspirator. Most noble sir, if you do hold the same intent wherein you wish us parties, will deliver you of our great danger. Tilius Adolphus. Sir, I cannot tell. We must proceed as we do find people. Third conspirator. The people will remain uncertain whilst twixt you there's difference, but the fall of either. Make the survivor heir of all. Todius Adolphus. I know it, and my pretext to strike at him immense. A good construction. I raised him, and I pawned mine honor for his truth, who being so heightened, he watered his new plans with dews of flattery, seducing so my friends into this end. He bowed his nature never known before, but too rough, unswayed, and free. Third conspirator. Sir, his stoutness, when he did stand for counsel, which he lost by lack of stooping. Tullius Adolphus. That I would have spoke of, being banished for it, he came into my hearth, presented to my knife his throat, I took him, made him joint servant with me, gave him away, in all his own desires, nay, let him choose, out of my flies, his projects to accomplish, my best and freshest men, serve his designments in my own person, hope to reap the frame, which he did and all his, and took some pride to do myself this wrong, till at last I seemed his followers, not partner, and he weighed me with countenance as if I had been a mercenary. First conspirator. So he did, my lord. The enemies marveled at it, and at last, when he had not carried Rome, and that we looked for no less spoil than glory. Todius Adolphus. There was it, for which my snooze shall be stretched upon him, as a few drops of woman's ream, which are as cheap as lies. He served the blood and labor of our great action, therefore shall he die, and I'll reown me in his fall. But hark, drums and trumpets sound with a great shouts to the people. First conspirator. Your native town you entered like a post, and had no welcome home, but he returns, spitting the air with noise. Second conspirator. Impatient fools, whose children he had slain, their base throats stare, while giving him glory. Third conspirator. Therefore at your vintage ere he expressed him, or moved thy people with what he would say, let him feel your sword, which we will second, when he lies long after your way his tale pronounced shall bury, his reasons with his bounty. Tullius Adolphus. Say no more. Here comes the lords. Into the lords of the city. Lords, you are most welcome home. Tullius Adolphus. I have not deserved it, but worthy lords, have you with heel pursued what I have written to you. Lords, we have. First Lord. And griefs to hear what faults he made before the last, I think might have found easy fines, but there's turned there he was to begin and give away the benefits of our levies, answering us with our own charge, making a treaty where there was yielding. This meant no excuse. Tullius Adolphus. He approaches, you shall hear him. Enters Coriolanus, marching with drums and colors, the commoners being with him. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus. Hail, lords, I am returned your soldier. No more infections with my country's love than with our parted hence, but still subsiding. Under your great command, you are to know that prosperously I have attempted, and with blood passage, let your wars even to the gates of Rome, our spoils we have brought home. Doeth more than counterpoise a full third party. The charge of the action we have made peace, with no less honor to the antiques. Okay. Then shames to Rome, and we here deliver, subscribed to by the consuls and the patricians, together with the steel of the Senate, which we have compounded on. Tullius Adolphus. Read it not, noble lords, but tell the traitor in the highest degree he has abused your powers. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus. Traitor, how now? Tullius Adolphus. I, traitor Marcus. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus. Marcus. Tullius Adolphus. I, Marcus. Cactus Marcus. Doest thou think I'll grace thee with that robbery, thy stolen name, Coriolanus and Corelii? You, Lord, and head of the state, perfidiously, he has betrayed your business and given up, for certain drops of salt, to your city Rome. I say your city to his wife and mother, breaking his oath and resolution, like a twist of a rotten silk, never admitting counsel of the war, but at the nature's tears. He whined and roared away your victory, that pages blushed at him, and men of heart looked longing each other at other, wandering each at each other. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus, hear thou, Mars. Tullius Adolphus, name not the god, thou boy of tears. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus, ha! Tullius Adolphus, no more. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus, Monsieur liar, thou hast made my heart too great for what contains it, boy o slave. Pardon me, lords, 'tis the first time that ever I was forced to scold. Your judgment, my graves, lord, must give this curl the lie, and his own notion, who wears my stripes impressed upon him, that must bear my beating to his grave, shall join to thrust the lie upon him. First Lord, peace both, and hear me speak. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus, cut me to pieces, Valesius, men and lads, stain all your edges on me, boy false hound. If you have writ your annals true, 'tis there, that like an eagle is dove and coat. I fluttered your Valosius, and in Corley alone I did it, boy. Tullius Adolphus, why, noble lord, you will be put in mind of his blind fortune, which was your shame, by this unholy boggart, for your own eyes and ears. All the conspirators, let him die for it. All the people, tear him to pieces, do it presently. He killed my son, my daughter, he killed my cousin Marcus, he killed my father. Second Lord, peace, ho, no outrage, peace. The man is noble, and his fame folds in this orbed o' the earth. His last offense to us, still having a judicious hearing. Stand, Adolphus, and trouble not the peace. Cactus Marcus Coriolanus, Oh, that I had him, with 6 Adolphuses or more his tribe, to use my lawful sword. Todius Adolphus, insolent villain, all 3 conspirators. Kill, 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 kill him! Adolphus and the conspirators draw and kill Coriolanus, who falls. Adolphus stands on him. Lords, hold, hold, hold. Todius Adolphus, my noble master, hear me speak. First Lord. O Tullius, Second Lord, thou hast done a deed whereas valor will weep. Last page, you're reading the very last part. It's super small. You're getting away easy today, kid. Check you out. Third Lord, tread not upon him. Masters all, be quiet. Put up your swords. Todius Adolphus, my lords, when you shall know, as in this rage, provoked by him you cannot, the great danger, which this man's life did owe you, you'll rejoice that he is thus cut off. Please it your honors to call me to your senate. I'll deliver myself your loyal servants, or endure your heaviest censures. First Lord, bear from hence his body, and mourn you for him. Let him be regarded as the most noble course that ever heralds did follow to his urn. Your turn.
What are you doing?
I'm looking to see how much time is on there, and if he starts reading, we might actually get it in one video today and just be the end of Coriolanus.
Second Lord, his own impatience takes from Adolphus a great part of blame. Let's make the best of it. Tullius Adolphus, I'm guessing.
Tullius Adolphus.
Tullius Adolphus, my rage is gone. I'm struck with sorrow, take him up.
And I am
struck with sorrow, take him up. Oh,
help.
3-0, the chiefest soldiers, I'll be one. Beat thou the drum that it speak. No.
You're doing good, you're doing good.
Mournfully.
Good job.
Trail your steel spikes.
That's not spikes.
Pikes. First S.
There's no S.
At the end, there's an S.
Pikes.
Pikes.
Okay, go.
The hoe in this city he hath widowed an unchild many a one, which to this hour bewailed injury. Yet he shall have a noble memory assist, exempt bearing the body of Marcus, a dead march sounded.
A dead march sounded. Coriolanus is over. Adieu. Farewell, excellent.